Hey, good morning, Gathering family. Yesterday, we wrapped up this incredible series on called Family Style. And first, I want to say thank you for leaning in to what for many of us might have been a very difficult series to have. Like, family is a sensitive issue for a lot of people and a growing number of people in our culture. We recognize that. I think I quoted a stat yesterday that said 25% of adult children are living estranged from their family. There's a lot of factors that go into that, but the number is still real. And so we recognize that as I've preached and as Seth has preached, as we look out, we see you, right? We see people who are in family and are struggling in family and want to love family members well, want to be loved by family members well. And so when we talk about family fighting and family forgiving, I mean, that was hard enough, right? But then, Seth talked about family staying. And yesterday we talked about how even though family can't stay together forever, that's the natural progression of healthy relationships. We want to live in such a way that family can gather together again and it not become World War III. What I wish I had said at the end of yesterday's message is what happened at the end of the story with Jacob and Esau. I told you that Jacob was meeting his brother and he had wronged his brother. Jacob was the one who had done wrong. And so he wrestled with God the night before, as many of us do sometimes before we have a confrontation. We ask God, please come through. And so Jacob did that. And I told you in the Bible that we see God touched Jacob. He changed the way he walked. He walked with humility rather than pride, and he changed his name. No longer was he identified as somebody who schemed and deceived, but he was somebody who wrestled with God to walk the way God wanted him to walk. So they come together, they reconcile. They're able to have that time together. But what I want you to understand is that at the end of chapter 33, they didn't stay together. Reconciliation isn't a magic pill that allows us to stay with and get along with people that maybe aren't healthy to be around, right? So Isaac is touched by God and he's been changed. Esau clearly has been changed because he forgave his brother who had stolen from him. So you could say, using our language today, that they were both healthy. They both had been healed, made well. They were whole. And yet in that wholeness, they didn't stay together. So I want you to know that it's okay, right? You're going to see family members over Thanksgiving. Maybe you've got close friends that you have had a hard disagreement with. It's okay for you to be made well in your heart and for them to be made well in their heart, for you to be able to come together, gather together, family gathers together, enjoy time together, and then not feel bad about going apart. As a matter of fact, Jacob and Esau, at the end of their meeting, they went in completely opposite directions. Esau went south and Jacob went north. So I just wish I had said that at the end. I know that we were intentionally praying for those of us in the room to receive from God what we need to receive so that we can step into those hard situations and bring the peace and reconciliation of God. But I also wish I had just simply said that it's okay when your time with that person is over, when that family gathering is complete. You don't have to feel bad, right? For both of you going in different directions. I think the point is, the goal is that we would be able to gather in a healthy way and then leave again in a healthy way, without regret, without hard feelings. And so that's my prayer for you this week as we enter Thanksgiving, as we prepare to gather with family and with friends. My prayer for you is that you would, one, remember all the ways that you can be grateful, all the things that God has done for you. And that, two, you can love your family well and be loved well, and know that God is always working to heal, forgive, and reconcile hearts back together. Have a great week.